welcome back to Adventures with Ariel. The year of Disney remakes continues with this weekend's release of Aladdin. Now, admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of Disney's current remake trend. I feel that the Walt Disney Company has become oversaturated with remakes and sequels to the point that any original content they produce is few and far between. But the original Aladdin is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, and I cannot help but get excited for this new film and make a video about it. So today, I'm sharing 5 facts that you should know before seeing 2019's Aladdin. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you should know about the new Aladdin film is that it has a very unlikely and controversial director behind it. Let me explain. Aladdin's director, Guy Ritchie, is not known for doing family films. Far from it, actually. The closest he has come to directing a quote-unquote family movie is probably Sherlock Holmes, and that's rated PG-13. You might also know Ritchie from his work on Snatch and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. So yeah, understandably, there were a lot of doubts about Ritchie's abilities to direct a Disney musical adapted from a highly successful animated film. But if you really think about it, maybe Ritchie wasn't such a bad choice. In fact, he pitched his version of Aladdin on the grounds that his stories are typically about street hustlers, which, yeah, they are. And let's face it, Aladdin is the quintessential street hustler, or street rat. Sean Bailey, president of motion picture production at Disney, told Variety, quote, "We never want to feel like we have a playbook to these things, because we worry it'll make us creatively complacent. The idea of a highly energized Guy Ritchie Disney musical felt like, oh, we haven't done that before. So has Ritchie done good with Aladdin? Well, early reviews of the film seemingly suggest that he has." Another controversial choice that Disney made in regards to Aladdin was the decision to cast Will Smith as the genie. People were understandably skeptical of how Smith could live up to the iconic performance given by the late Robin Williams in 1992. And the trailer debut of a blue computer-generated Will Smith didn't exactly help calm the fire. I personally don't mind the idea of Will Smith as the genie. In fact, I think I would be much more concerned if Disney had hired someone who tried to replicate Robin Williams' version of the genie, which, let's be honest, is an impossible performance to live up to. And judging by what I've seen so far in the previews, Will Smith is no doubt putting his own unique spin on the beloved character. He said so himself in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, saying, quote, "After I watched the movie a few times, I saw where Robin Williams infused the character with a timeless version of himself. So I said to myself, what if I just infused the character with a timeless version of myself? And then that opened up for me. Hip-hop. It opened up fashion. Because the genie is timeless. You get to really say and do anything. So I started to feel confident that I could deliver something that was an homage to Robin Williams, but was musically different." And if that doesn't get you excited, a Disney exec has confirmed that Smith's performance will be a little Fresh Prince, a little Hitch, and a whole lot of attitude. Another character that will be a little different this time around is Princess Jasmine. Played by Naomi Scott, who you might recognize from the new Power Rangers movie, this new version of Jasmine is promised to be more fleshed out. In the new film, she not only gets her own song, which we'll get to later, but a new friend in the form of a handmaiden played by former SNL actress Nasim Pedrad, who interestingly enough played Jasmine on SNL. On the new character of Dahlia, Naomi told The Hollywood Reporter, quote, "I never realized it, but in the animation, Jasmine is really the only female character. Isn't that crazy?" The Dahlia character is so important to this movie because she's the only other female character. She may be the handmaiden, but they're best friends. They're so close because they've grown up together. So we wanted people to watch the movie and see Jasmine's relationship with another woman and be like, ah, that's what I'm like with my girlfriend, or we would so do that if I was in that position. That's something that's missing from the animation. Another new character in the film will be Prince Anders, who tries to win Jasmine's hand in marriage. Disney describes him as a suitor from Scanland and potential husband for Princess Jasmine, which is a major new plot element for the film. So no Disney movie is complete without its animal sidekicks, and Aladdin is no exception. Almost every main character had their very own animal sidekick, and thankfully they all returned for the new movie. But of course, course, some changes were made. In a recent interview with IO9, Guy Ritchie said, quote, "We made a decision that our animals were going to feel quite real, so the parrot can't talk in paragraphs. Now, rest assured, Iago the parrot still speaks. And this time around, he's voiced not by Gilbert Gottfried, but Alan Tudyk, who is certainly no stranger to doing voice acting work for obnoxious, loud-mouthed characters. Another thing you should look out for is the familiar voice of Frank Welker, who reprises his roles as Abu and the Cave of Wonders from the original film. This makes him the first cast member from a Disney animated feature to play the same character in a live-action remake. And of course, we will see this again when James Earl Jones reprises his role as Mufasa in the upcoming Lion King remake. So I have to say that of all the changes that are being made in the new film, what I'm most looking forward to is the new music. In line with the live-action Beauty and the Beast, there will be renditions of old favorites like A Whole New World and Friend Like Me. But there will also be 2 new songs. And these songs are probably going to be pretty darn good because the guys behind them are Alan Menken, Benj Pasek, and Justin Paul. For those of you who don't know, Benj Pasek and Justin Paul are the songwriters behind The Greatest Showman and La La Land. And Alan Menken, well, he's responsible for most of the amazing Disney music that came out of the 1990s.
Out in the sun to slave away, while we devoted full time to floating under the sea.
So what should we expect? Well, there will be a sweet new duet for Aladdin and Jasmine, and a new verse that's been added to Arabian Nights, which was featured in the original animated movie. Disney has also unveiled Jasmine's empowering new song, Speechless. So are you excited for the new Aladdin movie? Let me know in the comment section below. Or if you've already seen the film, what did you think? I'd love to know. And if you learned something new today, please give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as hit that subscribe button down below for new Disney content every single week. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a magical day!